Hey, Shalom, Akim Shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwarash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. And Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom. All right. So this lesson is going to be about Eve. All right. You modern day black women, so-called. All right, you're wicked as all hell, man. And hey, the title of this video, Lord's will, is gonna be something along the lines of you modern women or you Eves are a hurt me instead of a help me. You see, the scriptures talk about a woman being created to be a help me, but instead you're a hurt me. You see? All right? And that goes out to all you women out there, you Edomite or Salakia, not you Edomites, you Eves, okay? You Israelite women, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Our women, are against us on this side, man. Our women are our enemy on this side, man. All right, the Lord created the woman to have a very important role in a man's life, okay? And as a family unit, we're supposed to play our role, all right, in order for the children to grow up in a proper environment. In order for the whole family to stay together, the man must play his role, but the woman must play her role also. And guess what, man? The woman is completely 180 degrees against her natural feminine role, because she has been convinced by Esau Edom, the so-called white man, that the so-called black man has been oppressing her, and that she needs to go to work and make money, okay, and sacrifice family and children in order to be a career woman or a boss babe or a boss bitch, right, as they call it. And she has forsaken her womanly duties, okay? And even the women that decide to have families, what do? They put hell on the man. And when a man can't take it no more, because a man is a man, all right, we don't put up with so much bullshit until eventually something gives, all right. And most of us men know that if you snap and beat the shit out of your woman, you're gonna go to jail, all right, even if she deserved it. Because guess what? A lot of you women, that's what you deserve, man. All right, straight up, the scriptures say if a person commits adultery, you ought to be put to death. Okay, if you commit adultery and your husband smacks you upside the head a few times, okay, that's mercy, man. That's really what it is. Okay, but we know that we live in Esau Edom's so-called white man's world, where the woman is put on a pedestal. Okay, and where up is down and down is up. Everything is upside down and backwards. All right, this is the philosophies of death. Okay, where they encourage people to be moes. All right, men and men to sleep together, women and women to sleep together. All right, they encourage men to give all their strength to women and worship women. Okay, this is why this place, now the population is starting to decline, and they're starting to come up with different incentives for women to have babies, because this shit ain't working no more. Okay, because of course it's not working, man. You took the woman out of the natural order. Okay, which Esau Edom is a damn devil, man. But this video is more about Eve. Okay, so we're going to jump right into the scriptures. We're going to go to Genesis chapter 2 and verse 18. And it reads, and Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, most Salakia, and Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai power said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an help meet for him. Okay, so you women are supposed to be a helper to your husband, man. Let's get this definition of help meet. Okay.
Strong's H5828. Azer. Azer.
Azer. Okay. What does it mean? Help. Succor. Help. Succor. One who helps. Aid. Help. Right. A man comes home from work. All right. What is the man doing? The man is taking the greatest burden. He's going out there stressing his body, his mind, risking his life to bring back what? Resources to the family unit. So what's your job, woman? Your job is to comfort your man. Okay? He's the workhorse. You're supposed to be there to help him out, to make his life while he's at home as easy as possible. Why? So you can recharge, so he can recharge and go back out the next day and do it again. This is very simple stuff, man. When you come home to rest. You don't come home to fight with your spouse. All right, with your wife. Okay, when you work out in the gym, okay, how does the muscle grow? When you go to sleep. Okay? Because when you go to sleep, the protein in your bloodstream rebuilds the torn muscle tissue and makes the muscle bigger in the sleep. Okay, so there's a balance. So you go to work, you come home, you go to sleep, you recharge, you go back to work, whatever. Okay, you're that recharger. All right, you women out there are supposed to be that recharger for the man. All right, you're supposed to bring his spirits back, his spirit up. Okay, so if he's in a down state, you can massage his back. You could cook food for him. All these things women should be doing every day, but you're not, man. You women are wicked as all hell. Let's get this word succour. Okay? Succour, the definition of succour is assistance and support in times of hardship and distress. You see? And the man, the Israelite man, right? The so-called black man, the so-called Hispanic man, the so-called Native American man is under a lot of stress, is under a lot of hell that he's being put on by Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right? You women out there that are familiar with this truth, you know that our people were put into slavery, all right, by Esau. You know that your man has to go to the plantation and get bread and come back, okay? And your job as a woman is to support him in that hardship, in that distress. Understand that the man's making a sacrifice. A lot of you women can't even say thank you. You see? You don't even understand that what the man is doing, that sacrifice he's doing for you, you ought to appreciate that. See, you women seem to think that the man was created for you. You seem to think that he exists to serve you. No, it's the other way around. The scripture says, it is not good for man to be alone. I will make him an helpmeet. Your job as a woman is to support your man's purpose in life. All right, which is ultimately to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And in order to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, all right, we got to have a job and go to work and make money and do all that stuff, okay? And we got to go, grocery shopping. You got to maintain your car, this, that, and the third. But in the midst of all that, your woman, right, is a pillar of rest. It's supposed to be, a helper. She's supposed to take care of all the menial things around the house so that you as a man can focus on the things that a man needs to focus on. All right? Everybody in the family's pulling their own weight except for Eve, man. All right? Because Eve, again, she listened to this serpent, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, who is the devil. And if you know he's the devil, all right, you sisters out there need to understand, okay, your role and understand that you're doing a great work by submitting to your husband, which is, what is required of you anyway. All right. Let's get this scripture in Daniel's 7:25 to prove that, we're worn out. Okay. This is Daniel 7:25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. Talking about Esau, Edom, man. All right. In this kingdom, this current captivity we're living in, this applies, man. It says, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given unto his hand until a time and times and the dividing of times. Okay. So you sisters out there read and understand that the saints of the Most High are being worn out, man. Okay, and knowing that, all right, you should do what you can. All right, knowing that this is a queendom that we live in, All right. And if you don't see that, then, hey, I mean, it's very obvious as a queendom, man, because a woman divorces a man, she gets half his stuff. You know, she didn't do anything for that. Okay. She takes the kids, you see, and then she could charge the man child support, garnish his wages, all that wickedness, man. This is a queendom. You got to understand the man is under a lot of pressure. Okay. So with that, we're going to go to Ephesians 5:22. It says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. You see, this is how you please the Lord. You women out there is submitting to your husbands. Submit. Let's get the word. Okay, because, you know, we got to break down these scriptures 100% so you can understand what it's saying. And to what degree is it saying it?
Strong's G 5293. Hupotasso. Hupotasso.
All right. To be put in subjection, to subject. All right. To arrange under, to subordinate. You're subordinate of your man. All right. It says lower in rank or position. Right. So he's the leader. Take his lead. Follow orders. Do what is required of you. Okay. If he wants a certain food cooked at a certain time and ready as soon as he gets home from work, that's what you're going to do. If he wants the dishes cleaned a certain way, that's how you're going to clean them. All right. If he wants, you to do the womanly duties, you do the womanly duties, man. All right. You got to do it. That's part of the role, man. I mean, the man doesn't get to decide he's not going to go to work because he has a headache. So you women can't decide to deny your man because you got a headache. That's all it is, man. Your role is simple, it's easy, and, you know, it's a smaller role, but is an important role. All right. It still has to be done. And, you know, it's not being done to a great degree. And that's why a lot of you women out here are going to be put to death during Jacob's trouble, man. All right. It continues, for the husband is the head of the wife, even as Mashiach is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. You see, the scriptures say the woman will be saved through childbearing. Okay. So you women that want salvation, you better get with a man of the Lord while you still have time. And you better fully submit to that man and respect that man. Treat him like a king, because he's going to be a king. All right. In the kingdom of heaven. Okay. And you're going to see, you know, the Lord raise up that man with spiritual powers on this side. And you could either be with us or against us. You Eves out there, man. All right. It continues. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Mashiach, so let the wives be to their own husbands in what? In everything. You see? So you're not going to be submitting to your man partially like these wannabe Christian women out here do, like these wannabe traditional women out here do, talking about, oh yeah, you know, I submit to my man, but at the same time, you know, I have my, you know, I say no to this and that, and I have a few boundaries and rules myself, and this, that, and the third. That's a half-assed subordination, man. Okay, you got to be fully dedicated to your man as a woman, man. Okay, and let's go ahead and let's go to Sirach 36 and 24. That's in the Apocrypha. And it reads, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. Okay, you can think about slavery back in the day. Okay, a slave was considered possession. All right, and it's just a simple example to show you that you women today don't got it. You're not on your game the way you're supposed to be. Okay, you belong to your husband. Okay, this is why the man can sleep with more than one woman. Like, if he wants to get a second wife, right, he can. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, but you women belong to him. That's what you got to understand. All right, this is called order. Okay, you are not equal to a man. You cannot have everything a man has. All right, you exist for the man, and the man does not exist for you. You see, It says a help like unto himself and a pillar of what? A pillar of rest. That's what you women are supposed to be, a pillar of rest. Your man should be able to come home, and as he's driving home, his stress levels are going down, thinking about, oh, I can't wait to get home to my wife, to my woman, because she's going to make me relax. You know, however he likes to do that. That's your job, to adapt yourself to your man. You see? But most of us come home from work stressing out. Those of us that have women stressing out. Oh my God, I hope my woman doesn't try to pick a fight with me for no reason today. I hope my woman cooked dinner today. I hope my woman is not on some bullshit today. So you come home from one job to go to another job. You see, managing a fucking toddler. All right, because that's what a lot of you females act like. You act like toddlers, man. You're grown ass women, and you act like you still need a daddy. Okay? You see, I'm your husband, not your daddy. You see, it's time to grow up. All right. And that's the thing, man. I mean, it's simple stuff. Like I said, cooking dinner for your man. You do realize that what you put into your body, that's the fuel for your body to be able to have a strong body and a strong mind and be in a good mood and be sharp for the day, whether you got to go to work or doing the work of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Just like me right now reading these scriptures, if I was eating McDonald's and bullshit all day, I wouldn't be able to make this video. You know, I need to cook real food, and I need to do it myself. All right, but those of you brothers that have women, that's what they're there for. All right, so you women that ain't cooking, ain't cleaning, what purpose do you serve? You see, you serve no purpose. All right, let's get Sirach 30 and 25, man, about this precept about the food, man. A cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and diet. You see? And the way Esau got us men working right now, sometimes it's hard for a man to cook every day himself. So what ought you females do? All right, grow up, put on your big girl pants, and cook a meal for your man. All right? And you don't know how to cook, learn how to cook. That's your new job. You see, instead of going to work and punching in, you go on YouTube and you look up recipes and you start making them, you see? Hey, the elect lady is going to watch this video and she's going to take notes. All right, but you wicked women are going to scoff, and you're going to be in a horrible case when Jacob's trouble comes, which is very soon. Very soon, you women are gonna be humbled. Very soon. Because you think this bullshit world is going to last forever. All right, and a lot of you are learning right now the hard way, man. I've been seeing some Eves, okay, who now they got to pick up extra jobs. They're looking all stressed out and shit because this economy's going down. Women who let go of men in their lives, and now they're out here doing the job of a man. All stressed out, overweight, face all inflamed, puffy, looking like they got some illness. Like, what the hell? This is what you women gave up your feminine role for? To go and be stressed out just like us? You think we want to fucking do this shit? You think I want to work a job? I don't want to work no goddamn job, man. But you women fell for it, man. Because the Lord has not imparted wisdom unto the woman. You see, that's why you're supposed to take the leadership of your man. Making these tough decisions. That's your man's job, man. All you got to do, all you women had to do was submit to your man, you know, the way you submit to your boss at work. That's all you had to do, and you'd be living better than 99% of these women out here. You wouldn't be lonely in your 40s and 50s with midlife crisis and overeating and stress eating and all that bullshit. You see? You see? This is Jeremiah 31 and 22. It reads, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Right? That's the world we're living in now. It's called a queendom. Okay? The women get all the rights, all the perks, and the man is at the bottom, all right? Specifically the Israelite man, the so-called black man, all right? So-called Latino, Native American man. We at the bottom of the barrel of society, man. And our own women who are supposed to be on our side are against us. You see? They taking sides with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right? But don't you women think for a moment that you're not going to be punished for this bullshit, man. All right? Don't think for a moment. There's going to be a time that's going to come very shortly. It's called Jacob's trouble. And you women are going to catch the brunt of that. All right? This is Micah 7:10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it. Who is our enemy? On this side, the woman. You Eves. Okay? And shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai thy power? All right? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. And that's what's going to happen to you Eves, man. You women are going to be utterly destroyed out here in Jacob's trouble. You're going to be raped. You're going to be robbed, murdered. All right? And guess what? We're not going to help you, man. You women that are not with us on that day, you're going to be fending for yourselves on that day, man. And I ain't going to shed one tear for you bitches, man. All right? And all the brothers feel the same way about you wicked-ass Eves, man. Again, if the shoe fits, wear it. The elect lady, she's out there. She's listening. She's learning. And she's quiet. And she's in the background. She's not showing her face and making herself seen out here. You know, hungry for attention. No. She's doing what's required of her. And the Lord is going to lead them, those elect women, to us on that day. Lord willing, I'll be of the elect. And those are the women who's going to get saved. The rest of you women, man, you're going to be for booties. All right? When all hell breaks loose, you're going to be a possession to everybody and anybody. And you're really, honestly, most of you just going to get put to death. Okay? And soon we're going to see a little bit of that judgment, man. Okay? Because right now, let me see if I can pull this article up. It says, as student loan wage garnishment resumes, women will bear the brunt. All right? And I'm going to have to make a separate video on this, Lord's will. Okay? But basically, you know, most of the people who got these student loans for them to go to college and get their little education, guess what? Okay? Most of those are women. You proud ass, so-called independent women out there. Okay? And guess what? If you don't have the means to pay your student loan, which a lot of you don't, guess what? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, your Lord and Savior, he's going to go ahead and stick his greedy hands in your bank account. He's going to take money out of your bank account. And guess what? You women is working 2-3 jobs. You might as well go ahead and get you a 4th job or a 5th job. All right? Because, hey, you're going to be shit out of luck. All right, just like all the men who you put on child support and their wages had to be garnished. Hey, guess what? You women are about to get a taste of your own medicine. All right, this system, this trap that you use to hurt your man is going to be used against you. And call all Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai for that, man. It's about time for you wicked ass women to go down. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is going to bring you down to earth. He's going to humble you women on that day, man. Because when Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, goes down, you're going down. You see? All right? You better humble down or you're going down. All right? So, yeah, that's all I wanted to bring out today through the Spirit. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachakwarash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. And shalom to the hopeful, like shalom wa abab abal. Shalom.